Welcome back. In this video, let's talk about polls, in German Umfragen. And we don't need my video here, so I'm going to stop my video. Good. So polls are annoying in Zoom, and my first recommendation would be don't use Zoom for polls. Use another tool that you then integrate, for example, into PowerPoint. I use polleverywhere.com, polleverywhere.com. There are tons of others. Poll Everywhere integrates into my slides, and that seems to work okay. Zoom annoying. I'll show you how, and I'll show you how to do this, and then you can judge for yourself. So first of all, you don't want to do this on the fly. You want to create this before the meeting actually happens. You need to have that in advance. At least that's what I recommend you doing. So if you're in a meeting, for example, you're testing out your meeting, you'll just go to polls, and then there is not going to be any poll. You're just going to say, add a question, and then it takes you to the web. You might need to log in there first if you're not logged in, and then you can say, oh, I can add a poll. Wonderful. And then you add a poll. And I'll show you in a second how do you do this if you're not in a meeting. So I'm just going to say which option would you choose? And you can say, well, you want to type that actually, that's the title of the poll. I'm going to call it 4 options. Which option would you choose? Question mark. And then we're going to say A, B, C, D. Okay, that's it. And we're going to save. We're not going to add a question for now. Do you want this anonymous or not? Don't care. You can make it anonymous, of course. Save, and that's it. So you have that. This is saved for a specific meeting, namely for that meeting, and it now has that poll, which you can still edit on this page here. If you go back, you now have that poll in there. So every time you go in this meeting here, you go to polls, and it says, well, which option do you want? You can launch the polling. And so now students who are joining, which I might just do again, and I'm going to call myself your student 1 again, or yep, student 1. And I'm going to join this meeting here, and I don't want to connect to audio anymore. Okay, great. So now a student is joining, as you will be able to see in a second. Yeah, there is another person, student 1, and the student gets the poll displayed immediately. Well, it displays to me now, well, Edith, you are logged in twice now. So all of this is now disabled. The vote has been submitted, but I can't see it, so don't log yourself in twice if you want to run polling, which already is super annoying to anyone who's running polls. And if you want to check your students, what they're actually saying, this is super annoying, but you would be able to see the result then, which I can't display to you because, hey, I am logged in twice. And the best thing is, it's going to keep saying that even though I'm leaving the entire application here at this point, it will keep saying you're logged in. So I actually need to end the entire meeting, end the meeting for all. I need to start the meeting again, and all of a sudden I should be able to do polls again. So that's one thing that I already find annoying. I can't even show you. Hi again. Hello. I don't want to join with audio at this point in time. I can't even show you the polls, how it actually works. You can edit it. The moment you click edit, guess where you're being taken? Yes, to that web page again. And now you can change the poll. Actually, it asks you, oh, do you want to add a poll? No, I wanted to edit that question. So polls are for specific meetings. Now I did it for my personal meeting room. You might remember that's what I'm using. You can do it for any other meeting room, of course, as well. So for example, the one we scheduled earlier, Principles of Marketing 2. How do you get there? Let's start there. You go to your zoom.us and you log in on the web. You have to log in, and then you click on meetings. Wonderful, wonderful. You click on meetings, And within meetings, you see all the scheduled meetings, upcoming ones, or your personal meeting room. That's why I like to use the personal meeting room. I can reuse polls. If you do it for an upcoming meeting, like the Principles of Marketing 2.1 that we planned, you see details about this. You go all the way to the bottom, and it says you have not created any poll yet. Well, didn't we just create one? True, but that was just for the personal meeting room, not for this meeting here. So super annoying. We're going to add one, and so now you can choose, you can type in your poll again. One reason, or yeah, if you want to use the same one reason I'm not using Zoom for polls, other than the yes no that I showed you in a different meeting before. So if we go to the personal meeting room again here, I of course have that there. You can add more. This is how, well, so this is how it got created. I can add another question, then I can add another question, Q2. How is life? Not that I want to create that one. Good, bad, terrible, awesome. Also great in that sequence, of course. And just save it, and I have another poll. And now I have 2 polls. And what that means in my wonderful meeting here is that I now should have 2 polls, namely the 4 options and then the small arrow here. And I can, oh my gosh, all the way up there, a very great way of doing that. I can choose question 2, and I can launch that poll, and then students will see that. They will respond, and that way you can handle it. Unfortunately, I can't do that on my own here, so you'll have to believe me that it works that way. You have that going, you can launch it, and then it's in progress. Attendees are now viewing questions. You will see how many people voted, and then you can end the polling, and you will see the results. What percentage chose option A, B, C, D, and then you have that, and you can share results with people. That means now people are viewing the results, and then I can stop sharing the results, and I can share the results again. I can stop it, and I can relaunch the poll, or I just close it. Do the results stay there? Yes, they do. That's a good thing. So if you later on want to return to this, you can use it. Good. Again, use something else. Use polleverywhere.com. Use Menzi or any other tool, and then just send people there to that page and let them fill out the result. I know it's a break in kind of what people have to do, but I don't think Zoom is great at polling, my personal opinion. The easy poll that I showed you earlier, if you're just watching this video here, the easy way to do a yes-no poll is just to have students choose yes or no, and then you will see the count depending on what they actually choose. Just tell them choose yes if you agree, no if you disagree. You can see it here. Awesome. That is wonderful, and that might do the trick for you. If you want to have a quick poll, use that option rather than the polling options. There might be fans out there, then do that. That's all there is about polling. Judge for yourself. See you in the next video.